was, it is not unreal. The dream is real while we are dreaming. But then we know by analysis that it was not real. When compared to the other state, we see that it gets nullified when we wake up. Similarly, the waking state gets nullified in our dream state. So both are therefore concluded to be unreal. So that is from there we have to go to what is real. Because we don't want unreal things, we don't want appearances. And many times in Providence, there an incident that happened when I was in Shillong. In our office, one lady came and wanted to have some questions resolved, and her little daughter also was with her. Now, this little daughter was crying for chocolate, and then mother was saying, "Be quiet." And then there was a TV show going on, and on the TV there was a nice advertisement of some chocolate. I don't remember what it was. And then I told that girl, "Hey, go and take it, it is right there. Don't you see, why are you bothering your mom unnecessarily? Take that chocolate there." The girl was not at all interested. "Why are you not taking this chocolate?" "That is not chocolate." "Oh, you are seeing it there." "No, but it is not there." "What is it then?" Ah, say some 7, 8 year old girl. What would she know? But she knew that, oh, it is only electricity, she said. It is not chocolate. It is an appearance of chocolate, but not really chocolate. And so she didn't go to snatch it, to take it. Now, why do we get attracted by this world? Because we do not realize that it is not real. We take it to be real, although we see that it comes and goes. But when we see that is what is cheating us here. It shows one thing, but actually there is something different there. That beautiful tale that where I was looking for you yesterday, Preeti. What happened? Okay, yeah, it is. Anyway, so at least she made it today. Yeah. Like our Gopal also, he didn't come yesterday. So it is. But anyway, so that when we realize that we are trying to get things from this world, and then everything seems to just slip through the fingers. Nothing is there that we can hold on to. This is, we think that we will be happy if we get this. The children, they keep on thinking that once they become a little older, once they become teenagers, they will get more freedom. So they wait to become teenagers. Then there is a new term that I had heard a few years ago when there were the two sisters were there, two siblings. One was some 14, 15 years old, the other was 12 years old. So the 12-year-old was being good. No, hey, you are too little. You are little, let that older sister, let her come with us. You wait. Mom, I am not now that little. I am preteen. No, the teen is not the preteen, you see. So preteen, then I get some more freedom, and that will be a very good thing in my life. But it comes with its own problems. Then you feel, oh, I have to be under parents' thumbs and let me become 18, and then I will have a lot of freedom. Ah, your Sharmit must be thinking like that, isn't it? That let me become 18, and then I will not have to be always under my parents' thumbs. It is, but that day also passes, and you feel still, no, I have not achieved. Let me finish my this bachelor studies, then I will get a very good job. I will then start rolling in money. I can then do whatever I want. And that also happens. I think, and let me have a spouse, then the world will become very nice and rosy. That also happens. All promises, and they do not really deliver what they promised. The time goes on, and then you feel that what have I achieved? That it is just world is slipping through the fingers. So you then try to see what is real. That is this prayer of Sadhu Manas from this unreal, take me to the real. From this pursuit and running after the mirage, and let me go to real water. It is, this is this prayer. Then from ignorance, and we all strive for knowledge. But the knowledge that we get from the external world, as we were discussing yesterday, and the knowledge that we get through our sense organs, it is limited and it is not accurate either. It is that is how the knowledge of science ends. I have quoted here many times the statement of Arthur Eddington, one of the most well-known scientists of the last century, father of what is called modern astrophysics. So he has a very nice book, Philosophy of Science, and it describes the method of science that it is like throwing a net in the pond to study the aquatic creatures. And as one studies them, one draws, after the first observation, draws to his conclusions that the creatures in water, they can live only in water, they don't survive outside. Another conclusion that he drew was every single creature in water is at least 2 inches long. Then he puts the net again and again observes the catch. This time he changes his first conclusion because this time he caught a frog, I think. So the frog could survive in water outside. So, oh, that was a mistaken conclusion. No, there are some creatures who will not be able to survive outside water, but there are those who can survive in and out of water as well. But if that second conclusion always remained there, how so many times if put the net and examine the catch, it always that every creature has to be at least 2 inches long, and the reason was the distance between the two threads of the net was 2 inches. So that is, he says, that is the method of science. So whatever cannot be caught in the net of the sense organs, that will never be studied by science. And also, therefore, the science will not be able to study even those creatures who are 2 inches long in their initial stages. Like a fish grew up to be, say, 6 inches. But when the fish was born, it was not 2 inches. So you will never be able to study the birthing process for the fish because it is 2 inches. That is why we do not know how the world is created because science cannot tell that. We can make some kind of guesswork, that's all. So, therefore, this method has drawbacks. So, this knowledge is not real knowledge. Another scientist of last century, he was also a wonderful physicist. He had many nice books on what was modern physics at that time. His name was James Jeans. So James Jeans, he said, what we do as scientists, we are measuring the shadows. Hmm. The measurement of shadows now, the shadows length, width changes depending on how the light is coming. In the morning, you will see a very long shadow, and you measure it meticulously and say that it is 17 feet 2 inches. Wow, a great discovery. But then after 1 hour, somebody says, can't be 17 feet and measures because by that time the sun has come up. So it is only 10 feet now. So that is how our knowledge is shrouded in ignorance. There is always doubt about it. Is it right or is it not right? It is all, and therefore, a very at Providence we had a conference on this science and religion. So once he now because all the what because all the what we prove by science, is dependent on the data that we get. We collect data, analyze it, and come to something that conclusions, and we call it scientifically proved. Hmm. But then you can never guarantee that some data that will become available in future will not negate these conclusions. Why I refer to Bela, I can refer also to Samrat. They are all doctors. In medical field, you see the evidence of it every now and then. And that it is, when I came to this country, coconut was the villain, culprit. Don't coconut, it will increase cholesterol, and don't even look at it. Yeah. That was they considered the biggest culprit. Just a few years rolled on, and then it was concluded no, no, coconut is very good for you. It is very important. Eat coconut. So, what should you do? It is. This is. I was telling her this morning that because they want to go to Berkeley, and also Berkeley, we had a Swami uh, who is still around but is not staying at the Berkeley Center. A wonderful Swami. So, in 2011, early, he was diagnosed with fourth stage of colon cancer, and doctors gave him just 4 to 6 weeks. So we all Swamis went to meet him. That last meeting with this venerable Swami is I knew already he is more than 78. So, and then he was smiling, okay. And I asked him, what is your message for juniors like us? So he gave that study Shankaracharya, and that is very important for us, and study Shankaracharya. That is what I would tell everybody. So, and then he had told the hospital that anyway you are not going to treat me anymore, and so let me go back to our center and let me die there. So he was moved there. Then he started treatment of some Chinese cancer, this doctor. It is not a traditional, it is the some not the regular medical. And then he started getting better. He is now also he is surviving. Not only surviving, he is touring everywhere. He goes to India every year. Stays there. He is now, he is 90 now. Wow. So yeah, and so what is this? Now, what can medical science say? What I mean to tell is that science has always, it is shrouded in doubts. May happen, may not happen, and this may happen, that may happen. Suppose Bela tells some patient that you have only 6 months to live. And then the patient said to Bela, oh, what doctor, in 6 months I will not be able to get the money to pay your bills. Okay, then I will give you 6 months more. So it is, this is joke, this is not, but the point is, this is all shrouded in mystery. We don't know, it is all ambiguous. So therefore, this is, although we call it knowledge, it is a variety of ignorance. It is, this is from Chandogya Upanishad. A great sage was there, and Sanat Kumar, and he was approached by another saintly figure, Narada. And Narada was a great scholar, had studied everything. And he came to Sanat Kumar and requested him, please teach me, sir. Oh, okay, maybe I will try, but what you have already learned, tell me. And then I will take you from there onwards. So Narada gave a list. That list is worth looking at, And no science or no branch of skills and arts is left out. He said, I have studied all the Vedas and the auxiliary, those treatises of Vedas called Vedangas. I have studied Vedas, Vedangas. I have studied all the Puranas. I have studied mathematics. I have studied music. I have studied physics, chemistry, medicine. I have studied architecture. I have studied all types of engineering. I have also studied the theatre. I have studied how to perform magic and so forth. Mantra Vidya, you name it and it is there. All this I have studied. Now what remains? What remains to be studied now? What do you want me to teach you? He said, now I realize that these are not branches of knowledge. And these are only branches in which our ignorance gets expressed as knowledge. It is not really knowledge. Therefore, I am suffering, he says, because none of this could remove my suffering. But I have heard, once you have the knowledge of the self, then Tarati Shokam Atmavit, a very famous, always quoted statement from that story, that Tarati Shokam Atmavit, the one who knows the self and goes beyond all misery, sorrow, suffering. So, for that I have come to you. It is. So, this is the prayer that we had from the ignorance, take me to this knowledge. It is a journey, this to this, isn't it? Like you put in the Google that destination. From where you are, it guides you to the destination. You move in that direction. So, from ignorance to knowledge, from unreal to real, from ignorance to knowledge, and from death to immortality. Hmm. Death is certain. So, therefore, people think, what is the meaning of ethics if I have to die anyway? What does it matter? At death, everything ends. So, what if I have spent a virtuous life or a life full of so many vices? What does it matter if I have worked to help people or to hurt people? Ah, what is because everything after all can end at any time. Hmm. So, what is the idea of doing good to the world? Hmm. Well, I don't get it. It is all anyway going to end. So, when that is the existence that we are in, everybody dies. A virtuous also dies, and a villain also dies. A rich dies, a poor dies. An emperor dies, and a slave also dies. The death is the common end of all of them. No, I don't think that that is the meaning of life. Life should be an eternal life, eternal living. But then eternal life can never be in the midst of bodily changes. The body cannot be eternal. Hmm. That it is one doctor was telling me that it is that Swami, in times to come, what we conventionally call death will not be there. Because everything will be, replaceable. If your the kidney is already there is the kidney transplant surgeries, although you have to get the donor, but then there will be all electronic kidneys. So all programmed, and so your kidney is not functioning, plug and play things. Unplug it, plug another kidney there. And the heart is not doing well, okay, take out that, plug another one. Whatever liver has, take out that liver, put another one there. So, like we do in our computers, that if your hard disk is full, take it out, put another hard disk there. If your CPU has problems, take it, another CPU can be put there. If you have, I want to add more RAMs, then you can add more RAMs there. So it is all plug and play things. So the body, there will be no death forming. If you say this throat has problem, come on, take this out, put another throat there. Everything can be replaceable. So where is death? A valid question. But still that does not tell us where is the life. It is the life is not exactly in this organ or that organ. It is the life is beyond this physicality. So we pray, take me to that immortality. So this is a journey, a transformation. That is today's topic, isn't it? Transformation of life. How we transform the life. So, otherwise it is dry, meaningless, only theoretically important study of philosophy or psychology. It has to have practical bearing. I have mentioned that yesterday also, that Vedanta is intensely practical. The Upanishads and Bhagavad Gita, they are intensely practical. So also Patanjali's yoga aphorisms intensely practical. Swami Vivekananda, the most well-known exponent of Vedanta in our times, is a very practical person. So things, if they cannot be practicalized, then that they don't have any meaning. So this journey has to be undertaken, and we know that is a beautiful chapter in Kathopanishad, that it is life is shown as a journey. Very beautiful description that Atmanam Rathinam Vidhi Shariram Rathmevatu Buddhim Tu Sarathim Vidhi Manah Pragrahamevacha. That know that Atmanam means you are the traveler, Rathi. Rathinam Vidhi. You are already you have boarded a chariot, a vehicle, and maybe a car or a plane, a train, whatever you have boarded. And now, then this body is this chariot. Shariram Rathame Vatu. This body is like the vehicle that we have boarded. And now, for what we want to go to some destination, that is why we have got into the vehicle. Otherwise, do you just go into the car? I have to go somewhere. So, therefore, you get into the car. So, now, where do you want to go? And how? Who will be the controlling this charioteer or the driver? Who will be driving? And nowadays, soon it is going to be full-fledged like that. You will not be driving. No human beings will be driving. It will be all this computer programs, Google or Tesla, their programs, they will be driving the cars, all automated. Therefore, one girl at that time, she was just about 15, and then she was not interested in learning driving. Why I said this at your age, they all want to become independent, want to learn driving. Why you don't want? By the time I will be older in a few years, the drivers are not going to be necessary for the cars. It will be all automatic. So, therefore, why waste time in learning driving? I am therefore going to learn flying. Wow, yeah. So it is. So this is a vehicle that you have gotten in, but this vehicle has to have a driver. Who is the driver? A driver means the one who knows the road, the speed limits, which direction to go, and all that. So the vehicle must be under control of that driver. So that driver is our intellect, means that which decides what is right and what is not right. Uh, so buddhim tu sarathim vidhi. Buddhi is the sarathi, the charioteer or the driver. Manha pragrahamevacha. Mind is, now mind is where the different possibilities open up. Mind and buddhi, these two things are like connected like this. That a mind opens up. There is a flexibility. There is many hundreds of different possibilities are opened up. And buddhi is the deciding factor, this deciding authority. Which ones of these are to be the chosen one? Which one is to be chosen of these possibilities? So that is the buddhi. So mind is like those reins of the horses, or in our present analogy of car, we can think of it as a steering wheel. The steering wheel has to rotate in all the car has to move in all directions. So that is the steering wheel has to be flexible. There is that locking system in the cars. That steering lock means you even if the thief enters, but there is the lock on the steering. Now cannot take the car anywhere because the steering is fixed now. So will not be able to take the car anywhere. So the mind is like that steering which is capable of being turned in all different directions. Do you get it, Rita? Yeah. So that is mind. And then, although the steering can go in any direction, you have to decide and hold direct firmly in that. Not otherwise, it will, yeah. You can imagine. So, therefore, when the mind is not under control, see the person's behavior. Terrible. You can do anything nonsensical because the mind can run in any direction. You don't know what is going on. There is this story that man found a genie on the one California beach. Hmm. And then the genie asked, "What do you want me to do for you? Come on, quick, quick. Otherwise, I will eat you up." This man, "Oh, okay, I want to go to Hawaii. Now from that coast to Hawaii. So, but I am scared of waters and my condition doesn't let me fly. So, I want you to make a bridge from Los Angeles to Hawaii." Even Ginny got a little bit. It is too long a bridge. Can you ask for something else? And then he said, okay, tell me what's going on in the mind of my wife. And the Ginny asked, why do you want the bridge? Oh, why do you? Because that is impossible to tell what is going on in the mind of my wife. So forget that. I will go to the first desire. Yes. So it is. So because the mind has so many different possibilities, thousands of them. So intellect, the buddhi, is the faculty that decides. So it has the role of a charioteer, and deciding between right and not right, and taking it on the right path. That is buddhi. Then it says, what is the engine? What powers? Horses. Now we don't use horses, but horsepower. We have still the name horsepower. The engine has horsepower. In the initial days of the cars, the advertisements were very funny. That when the Fords in 1902, 03, they started making cars commercially, brought them out. So the ads were like that: feed only when you ride. If you have horses, then you have to feed them whether you ride or you don't ride. Uh, but the car, feed only when you ride. So it is, yeah. So the horsepower. Now it is in that example of chariot, it is naturally the horses. Indriyani hayana who our sensory organs and motor organs, they are like the horses. Vishayansteshu gocharan. They see whatever is around. So now the charioteer has to take them on the right track. So this is the journey. If the charioteer is good and knowledgeable and has the full control over the vehicle, then you will reach the destination. If not, you will not reach the destination. So this is how the journey is described. Those verses are very, very beautiful. Actually, yeah, like it says that if your charioteer is not expert, that vijnana, that is called vijnana, the intellect, if it is weak, then the horses will take over, and that is when you meet the accidents. Horses don't want to run on the roads, they want to go on the side and keep on eating the grass. That is, unless you bring them on the roads, they will not be on the roads. So, therefore, and that makes the life impure. Ah. And what makes it pure? When the intellect is under control, means you are guided by what is right, and go on the right track. Then you are sure to reach the destination. Ah, that vijnana sarathiriyasya mana pragrahavan naraha sudvana paramapnoti tadvishno paramam padam. That is the conclusion of this part, that it is that if the charioteer guides the horses on the right track, then it will progress gradually and towards the destination, and ultimately you will reach the destination. That is the journey. And what is that destination? Tad Vishnu Paramam Padam, the total fulfillment of life. That you have become now divine. You are God. You have become one with the God. Now there is nowhere to go because you are everywhere now. Going means what? You are somewhere and not some other place. So going to the place that you are not, where you are not, that is called journey. If you are everywhere, then where can you go? There is no meaning to the word going. So when you become one with the divine, then there is no going further. Swami Vivekananda has mentioned this, that this thing is lacking in Darwin's theory of evolution. That what is the end of it? Now, what is the culmination of it? Where it culminates? And the journey, when you call it journey, there has to be a destination. Otherwise, what Google is going to direct you to, it only shows the map. I was once finding, why it is not giving directions, take left, take right. Only on the phone it was showing the map. Then I realized I had not put the destination. So if you do not put destination, there is no journey as such. So the evolution, if it has to be really worthy of the name evolution, then it has to have the destination. Otherwise, whether it is evolution or involution, there is no way to tell. So there has to be this destination that you are taken to. So this is how the transformation topic is there. There are, the greats. Yesterday this question was asked by many, that what are the stages of development? The devotion comes, but then there are stages of devotees. Steps are there, and we need to proceed by step. You want to go to the roof of, say, 20-story building. You cannot jump that high, and you have to have a staircase or elevator, something that you will take you stage by stage to the terrace. So it is like that. Is there a step by step process from where I am to where I want to go? Yes, there is this process of spiritual evolution. See, all the factors of evolution should go harmoniously together. Darwin speaks only about the physical evolution, the evolution of species. The bodies evolved to adapt the circumstances, survival of the fittest, and the selection, natural selection. These are the two wheels of Darwinian evolution. So, that is just refers to the physical evolution. But then there is this psychological evolution. Swami Ranganathananda in his book on human possibilities has quoted from the post-Darwinian evolutionist Julian Huxley. Wonderful that message of evolution there. That now at human level, it is the physical evolution is not what matters. The evolution takes a different direction of this mental, spiritual, ethical evolution that becomes important. So, a person who is respected and not only with very powerful muscles, but very good thoughts. The one who is a philanthropist, one who works for the good of the others, that person gets respect. That is not in the animal kingdom. It is in the humans that you see that such person is regarded evolved person. Humanity has evolved there. So, for example, somebody is a poet or an artist, musician. Now, in animal world, you don't see that. Do you get a dog? Does a dog compete? That my bark is more musical than the other dog's bark. That a dog don't seem to give any musical concerts. It is so. It is like that. Human evolution takes a different turn. It is not just physical. That Julian Huxley's book is very nice on that. That it is uh, the psychological evolution, and then there is the spiritual evolution. Spiritual evolution means you get at one fortunate moment in life, you start feeling, who am I? Who am I? And then that is the beginning of the process of spiritual evolution. Who am I? So all these three should go hand in hand. Physical evolution, psychological evolution, and spiritual evolution. So, this spiritual evolution also has stages. It is like it is the physical evolution. Then there was, this stage. Then there is this monkey. But there must be a missing link. They say that it is because from monkey to human being, it seems too much of a gap. It is maybe because of our arrogance we are saying, as human beings, no species can compete with human beings in terms of arrogance. We are very arrogant. It is. So whether we are evolved or monkeys are evolved, who knows, And there is an anecdote that in India, I had experienced it so many times. We would be playing as children, and on the tree there would be lot of monkeys also. So a little monkey was telling the mother that, "Mom, these children are, I also want to play with them." The monkey mother says, "No, no, no, don't go to play with them. They are not at our level. They have not evolved enough. Don't you see that they don't have even a tail? So they are not evolved." So monkeys, they may think that they are better evolved than human beings. It is who knows. One little child was asking, "Mama, where from have we come?" And the mom said, "We came from God. Is it so?" Dad was telling other day that we have come from monkeys. Now what to say to the child? Mom said, "Oh, he was telling about his side of family." He was telling about his side of family. So, so this is this step by step. There is the process of evolution. You see. So in spiritual journey, there is this step by step process as the increasing purity happens in life. The goals, the priorities start shifting. That it is we do not care at when we spiritually evolve that how much bank balance I will have. We don't take pride in that. What is there, it is. It doesn't make much of a difference. So you don't think much about that. So the priorities start changing. It is otherwise the mind is just caught in money. It is very difficult to get out of that clutch. Yeah, it is. You get caught in it. You know it, but you cannot get out of it. This idea of money. One becomes such a slave of money. Many times I tell on that, look, just think if you are running after money, who is the master? You are running after money. Who is Master Subodh? Money is the master. You are just being dragged after by money. And then who uses who? That money uses us. What a terrible situation. Money uses us. We earn money. What grows? Money grows. We don't grow. That money makes us work like slaves. And we therefore lose the capacity of using money because we are slaves. It is the master uses the slaves to work. So money uses us like slaves. Work hard, work hard, work hard. What? To get more and more and more money. What to do with it? We don't know what to do with it. It is a terrible situation that to be a slave of money is something that spiritually a person becomes very low because slave of money and so suffer so much because of that. I remember that incident when a man who used to come to our ashrama in Nagpur every day was a very wealthy man and had lot of businesses running, who has become old, but still every day would go to work. He said, "I really don't know, need to work now. I have enough. My children are well set. All this is there. A lot of money. So, that seven generations may survive on what I have earned without working. But then I still work because then what will happen to the eighth generation?" So very funny. But this is about how the division grips us. So, therefore, in our priorities have to change. That should not become slaves to money. We should earn money as a free person. For my use, this is the money. That it is, I will use it. Will not become slave to money. It is. So this is an important step in our human life, that it is priorities have to change. And that is the spiritual journey begins. That I am the master. I am not slave to all these things. I need food. I'll get it. But what happens if I eat more food? Now I was telling Bella that to be at your home means I will put on so much weight. It is because it makes all the nice delicious things. So from yesterday I have been eating twice as much. So it is. What happens? One of our members say that it stays for a moment on the tongue and forever. A moment on the lip, forever on the hip. So it is. It's funny. So we should eat for ourselves. For our health, we should eat. Not the food should not dictate our eating. And we should eat as a matter of our choice. I need food, I will eat. And not that the food will make me, hey, come on. So it is the change of priorities. That is the transformation in life. This is an important transformation. And then further, that who am I? Investigation. It is which is described, in you might have read about the word, the Kundalini rising. Have you heard Kundalini? The word Kundalini means all our spiritual power is coiled. So it is described like a snake coiled. In the end of our spinal column, near the back, in the waist, near the waist. That is where it ends. Two ends. One is in the head and another there. It is figurative. Don't think that actually it is in that there column. It is just a figurative description. So, in the lowest state, there is no evolution seen, no consciousness is felt. It is the life like stones and all such things. You do not see any sign of life. They are all living. Even a stone is also alive. Uh, there is nothing like non-living. But you don't have the manifestation of it much. There is no activity, there are no desires, no process of evolution. Then comes, that the Kundalini from the level of anus rises to the level of the sex organ. Now that is an evolution where now the desires are there. Where that desire-oriented works are done. It is animal life, normal animal life. Their life is just glued to that. Eat and procreate. That's it. Nothing more than that. Unfortunately, many human beings are also living at that level. So it is. So that is then human life begins. The Kundalini rises up to the level of navel. Hmm. So now what has happened? Now they desire for knowledge and changing our lifestyle, controlling the nature starts coming up. That really separates human beings from animals. You don't see any animal cooking its food. Do you know any animal? Uh, no animal housings have kitchen there, or they eat whatever they just grab that is eaten. Human beings, we have culinary courses in colleges and all that. And you can't imagine an animal having that. So, learning in so many branches, that is not there in animals. We don't have no animal starts schools from their own species. Human beings have school for dogs, to train the dogs. But no dog says that let us have a school, all dogs come on, I will be the headmaster of that school. It is not possible. You don't see that. And so human beings see the development and the life. Imagine a caveman and the man staying in this, in say, an Empire State Building. What a difference. Uh, this hall, any house you can go and see, any house. Uh, you can look around your house, you will not find anything that has come directly from the nature. Every single thing, like this simple water bottle. I'm not talking just about water, but look at the water bottle. How many thousands of years of research and engineering has gone behind manufacturing of this plastic water bottle. A material that doesn't get dissolved in water. The material which is so transparent. Imagine, how much of chemical engineering has gone behind it. And see how nicely it is all molded. All these machineries, thousands of years of engineering has gone behind it. And what is the price of one bottle? If there is no water, the bottle they just throw, you drink and you're gone to recycle. And maybe a bottle may be costing about 10 cents max. Hmm. You buy it, see how much transformation has taken place. Show a single thing in this hall which has come from the nature directly. Not at all. Even the flowers, fresh flowers, they have not come from directly from nature. Lot of agricultural, horticulture, and all that science has gone behind it. These flowers were not coming in nature like this. They are specially cultivated. So, what I mean is that human beings develop all that. They start therefore controlling other animals. It is, we had horses and we had bulls. We put all of them for our use. This is an evolution. So, human beings have become thus very powerful. That is one evolution. So, now the Kundalini evolves further, where real human life begins with this question, it from never it rises to the heart. Now the question is described there. Who am I? What is the meaning of all this? Hmm. How do I say that this belongs to me? Who is this I? Ah, to whom anything does belong? Does the body belong to me or I belong to body? What is this? It is, I say, my house. Is it my house? The mice also stay in that house. Probably it is better to say for them that they claim that it is their house. It is. So, uh, we feel puzzled. Who is this I? And that really transcends. There, the transcendence of physical existence begins. Who am I? And that is why Socrates said it is that at the end of his mortal life, when he was ordered to drink hemlock and to kill himself, so he said that know thyself. All knowledge ends there. Who am I? So this requires now the process of what is called philosophy, calls it transcendence. Get rid of this uh, net of sense organs and so forth, the body. Don't get limited by the body. You are not body. Yesterday we were seeing this in details that you body is a vehicle that you get into. You are not the body. Do you say that my name is Toyota or Honda or BMW? They are the vehicles that I traveled in. I am not Mercedes Benz. I am not Toyota. I am not even Lamborghini. It is. They are the vehicles. So similarly, the body is a vehicle. I am not that. But who am I? That answer one has to probe. It is a special branch of knowledge where human beings justify their being humans by knowing that truth. So you then push aside this net of body. And that is meditation. I am not the body. And then you rise further. Then you start feeling your true effulgent nature. The Kundalini rises to what is called the throat level. There you feel now the truth. You kind of experience through the haze the truth. You have not reached there, but now you are sure. Like when you are at the corner of the street and you see the Hindu temple. You have not gotten there, but you see, hey, here it is. So you get a sense that this is the goal. And now the next level in the described as in head, Sahasrara, and there the whole knowledge kind of uh, just jumps on you. You dissolve in divinity. So this is the evolution that takes place. We shall discuss now the next class after a short tea break. So, and then I will be using, our Arati prayers that we use here. That is a great science of the spiritual evolution. This prayer, who wrote it, I don't know. Who is the writer, but it is so beautiful and convincing throughout the Hindu community, even though people they may not understand Hindi, they like this prayer and then they look at the translation of it. That it is. So after a short tea break, maybe 10 minutes, we are not so many people. So 10 minutes will be enough, I said. What do you think, Arun? Yes. 10 minutes? Huh? That's fine. Fine. Yes, because we need to do meditation again. Yeah. So 10 minutes maybe can be extended up to 11 minutes. Okay. Not more than that. We won't hold that against you. Yeah. You can stand here. You can let out. Be quiet. Be quiet.
আমার মায়ের পায়ের জবা হয়ে উঠনা ফুটে ওর, আমার মায়ের পায়ের জবা হয়ে উঠনা ফুটে ওর, তার গন্ধ না থাক না যাচ্ছে নয় রে ভুবন, গন্ধ না থাক ও তার গন্ধ না থাক যাচ্ছে নয় রে ভুবন, মায়ের পায়ের জবা হয়ে উঠলা ফুটে ওর, আমার মায়ের পায়ের জবা হয়ে উঠলা ফুটে ওর, গন্ধ না থাক যাচ্ছে সে নয় রে ভুবন, গন্ধ না থাক ও তার গন্ধ না থাক যাচ্ছে সে নয় রে ভুবন, মায়ের পায়ের জবা হয়ে উঠলা ফুটে ওর, জানি জুই মালতী হায় কত গন্ধ যে ছড়ায়, তবু ঘরের ফেলে পরের কাছে নিজে দিলাম, জানি জুই মালতী হায় কত গন্ধ যে ছড়ায়, তবু ঘরের ফেলে পরের কাছে নিজে দিলাই, ওরে তোর মতো যে ওরে তোর মতো যে নেই গো তাদের মায়ের বইয়ালাপন, তোর মতো যে ওরে তোর মতো যে নেই গো তাদের মায়ের বইয়ালাপন, মায়ের পায়ের জবা হয়ে ওঠে না ফুটে মন, ও তোর মায়ের পায়ের জবা হয়ে ওঠে না ফুটে মন, তার গন্ধ না থাক যাচ্ছে সে নয় রে ভুবন, গন্ধ না থাক ও তার গন্ধ না থাক যাচ্ছে সে নয় রে ভুবন, মায়ের পায়ের জবা হয়ে উঠনা ফুটে মন, আমার তাই তো লাগে ভয় রোলো মানে মানে করে হয় বুঝি না হয়, আমার তাই তো লাগে ভয় রোলো মানে খাঁদে করে হয় বুঝি না হয়, ওরে যেন ভুলিস না তোর দয়াময়ী মা, তার রক্ত মাখা কালো রূপে ঘুচায় কালী মা, ওরে যেন ভুলিস না তোর দয়াময়ী মা, তার রক্ত মাখা কালো রূপে ঘুচায় কালী মা, ও মন তাই বলিয়ায় ও মন তাই বলিয়ায় ওই রাঙা পায় করি আত্মসমর্পণ, তাই বলিয়ায় ও মন তাই বলিয়ায় ওই রাঙা পায় করি আত্মসমর্পণ, মায়ের পায়ের জবা হয়ে উঠনা ফুটে মন, ও মোর মায়ের পায়ের জবা হয়ে উঠনা ফুটে মন, তার গন্ধ না থাক যাচ্ছে সে নয় রে ভুবন, গন্ধ না থাক ও তার গন্ধ না থাক যাচ্ছে সে নয় রে ভুবন, মায়ের পায়ের জবা হয়ে উঠনা ফুটে মন।
Wow. Well, it is that may my mind have become, offered to the feet of Divine Mother. Let it become, it offers there, being offered there, then it will blossom there. Let it blossom. Put that the flowers, there are many nice flowers, but then those who get the very fortunate opportunity to being offered at the feet of Mother, they alone are really the sanctified flowers. Otherwise, they may have fragrance, but what is the point? So the idea is that we may have many other riches in life, but this real important thing is to be tied to the divine that will divinize our life. This has been, the ideal in Hindu thought that let this life be offered for God, and thus it gets divinized. If it is offered to the world, Sri Ramakrishna told one of his disciples that when you offer all your good qualities, your skills, and so forth to the world, it will get destroyed. But what you offer to God will survive. So that is the idea in that song, my by Putlo Putemon, that let my mind be the flower offered at the Maya by and the feet of the Divine Mother. So let us now begin our discussion. And as I mentioned, that this step-by-step journey is very important. If the staircase is not provided to a big edifice, you can't go to the say seventh floor, eighth floor. You cannot jump like monkeys. So you need a graded course. We have even for this secular knowledge, uh, the children begin with that preschool, kindergarten, gradually, and they become PhDs and whatever you see. So it's a graded course. I used to, complain to my parents when I was some second grader or third grader. I don't exactly remember. One of my this much older cousins, he was doing PhD and was staying with us there. So, he didn't have many regulations, so he would go at any time in the evening, come back. I didn't see him doing any homework and all that. So, I complained to my parents. See, what is this? That this is you keep on telling me that you should be back before that evening sunset and start studying. You keep on asking me, did I finish my homework? Did I do this? You never tell him. How? See, you are only in second or third grade. He is having his PhD. I don't want to study second grade. I also want to do PhD. And now, how can I do PhD when even passing the second grade exam is so difficult for me? So naturally, a graded course, you can do PhD, but first pass your second grade exam, get A's there, and then you can climb further. If you get F in second grade, what will you be able to do PhD? Huh? No, it is not possible. So, this is how we have to life too, we have to have a graded course. As we were discussing yesterday, we begin with our physical concerns. We want this, our health, wealth, and all that. So that is where the first prayer. In 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita that we were studying yesterday, we saw that Artha and Artharthi. And they are the first stages of devotion. We want from God, oh, let this problem be over. Whatever it may be, those our neighbors are very troublesome, get rid of them. It is so, that is what people go and pray to God. It is so this is the first very preliminary stage. So it begins. Om Jaya Jagadishwari means calamities in life. Oh, there is hurricane, there is corona, and there is the depression, and so many problems. Please, Lord, we don't know how to get over those. Please, you take care of them. Let them not befall on me, and let my enemies have the big share of them. That is, yeah, it is a human tendency. We know that it is not the right thing and to pray for somebody face all these problems, but they, our minds are like that. It is, we see the good people and evil people. We see friends and foes. So good should happen to me and my friends, and bad to my foes and all those others. It is. So that is the idea. So remove my calamities, O Lord, and quickly remove them. Then it begins like this. जो ध्यावे फल पावे दुख बिनसे मन का सुख संपत्ति घर आवे कष्ट मिटे तन का. So you can see the focus is body. Tan ka. Tan means body. कष्ट मिटे तन का. That is all that a devotee feels at that level. The body be healthy, body be good, sukha sampati ghar aave, and let all pleasures and wealth come to my home. So initially that is the prayer. Sukha sampati ghar aave. And people pray for that with great earnestness. That, oh, why do you do this worship? Oh, I want to get a very good child to be born to me. So therefore, I pray, I do fast, and so forth. It is, let my house, my home has lot of wealth, no scarcity of anything, and let it all be full of happiness. But we invent the ways to become unhappy. One lady, uh, she went to one of our centers, and then because she said, no, where I am right now, I am not very happy. It is, I am not doing anything much. So I will go to that ashrama there, and then I will feel like they have a lot of, I want the spiritual, peaceful atmosphere, so I will go there. Then after spending a few years there, she used to call me and complain that, oh, it is, but this job that I am doing is very stressful. And then here in this place also there are all these problems. They don't behave very well with me. So one, the in charge of that ashrama, that lady, once she called me for another reason, and I asked about this, and she laughed and said, "What can be done? She has ways to remain unhappy. She discovers ways to remain unhappy. How can make that person happy? There is no restriction as such. You are free to move about, whatever work you like to do it. But she remains unhappy. What can be done? Because she has that knack. that to feel. There is a psychology like that. Always feel that I am a victim. I have no place in this world like this. This world is evil, and so no place for good people like me, and so forth. You feel victimized, and you take pleasure in feeling that I am a victim. It is so. It is now you make yourself feel like that. So what you cannot become happy anywhere. It is the other tendency that whatever is there you feel happy. Hmm. And you can't make that person unhappy at all. Uh, it is because whatever is there, that person is satisfied with that. It doesn't keep on dreaming. Oh, fine, if this is there, fine. If not there, that is also fine. So, if you don't have demands, then you feel happy. It is, I told you that incident, very telling incident. One very good devotee wanted to find a nice place for meditation. Arun, nice place for meditation. So, what he asked me, Swami, there that where should I go? So all of us told him that everybody he asked, all Swamis told him the same thing. What? Wherever now you are, meditate there. You have a nice, your own condo, and then you are so close to the center ashrama. You can meditate there, you can meditate here. And why don't you meditate? The question is of meditation. This is a nice place. No, but the mind doesn't stay. It is, I heard that if you go to some Himalayas, and then the mind will be quiet there. So we tried to dissuade him sincerely that, why you take so much trouble? But he was bent upon it. So did a lot of correspondence. He went there, found a place, went there. And then he went, and after 3, 4 months came back. Hey, why? What happened? Swami, it was a nice place, no doubt, but there was nobody to talk to. I was all alone by myself. Now you said here you are disturbed because too many people here. No, you went there, now you feel that you were no people to speak to. It is a quiet place, but you cannot, now you complain about being quiet. Then went to another place. Oh, it was nice sitting there, but food was a problem. So I could not really stay. He went on, it is a very pitiable situation. He went to so many places. Nowhere could he find a place congenial for meditation. Because the meditation has to happen in mind. You cannot meditate on in a place. You have to meditate in your mind and learn that any place you can make it congenial, suitable for meditation. Wherever you are fine, you may be at the Times Square and can meditate there. So, have you seen Times Square? So, nice place for meditation. Okay, so it is, one can meditate there as well. So, it is Sukha Sampatti. Sukha is very difficult. And if you have the tendency to make yourself unhappy, nothing can make you happy. You will always keep on complaining. One man was always finding fault with his wife's cooking. It is, this is not good and right, this shouldn't have been, and this will put this there. And so one day she did everything with great care. was not saying anything, so she asked, how is the food today? So you fellow, had you put a little more salt, it would have all been spoiled. Now he is unhappy because there is no scope for complaint. So it is, you can make yourself unhappy for anything. So Sukha is a very difficult thing. But we pray for that because we want Sukha Sampati Kara Ave. We put these things together, and because in our mind Sampati is Sukha. More money, more happiness. Friends, you know, please get rid of this equation. I tell you with earnestness that it doesn't have any relation. We make this connection, more money, more happiness, forget it. No, absolutely not. It is, the two things are completely different. More money doesn't mean more happiness. I have seen people rolling in money and very unhappy. And I have also seen the opposite, those who don't have any money but are full of happiness. So it's like that. But we, as you see here, combination. Sukha Sampati Kar Aave. संपत्ति घर आएगी इसका मतलब सुख आएगा ऐसी कोई बात नहीं. You will get money, you will get wealth, but that doesn't mean it will be a happy situation. So therefore, this prayer continues like that further, that it is Kashta Vitetanaka. Kashta means the problem of your body will be solved. No, even if you are wealthy, the corona can stay with you, isn't it? It doesn't, before infecting you, it doesn't see how much money you have. There is a very nice, that kind of last writing by a very wealthy person. He was the CEO of some bank here during Corona times. He said, I have so much money, but I am not able to get even a little air to breathe in. And the lungs were affected. And so even the most common commodity for which you don't have to pay, and that also I was not getting. So you can't buy even air by money, you say. So he was not able to get that too. So it is a very sad situation. So कष्ट मिटे धन का, इससे कोई धन का कष्ट मिटता है ऐसी बात नहीं है. Not at all a guarantee that your body will not have any problem. It is again an example of human contradictions in our life. Lot of money is there. Now this man, and because now a lot of money has to be spent, goes to skiing, And because it requires money to, book the hotel, book all those things in that, and goes for skiing, and then breaks the legs. Gets the accident and breaks the leg, which is not uncommon, The skiing accidents are very common. So it is breaks the legs. Because adventures are like that. You go for an adventure, the body. So it is not that the body will be always nice and intact just because you have money. And money may invite you to go for all those things, and then you will hurt your body. So therefore the prayer evolves now, that this is not all that I want. And we have to evolve further. That now this is a very important statement. You connect to God. Mat pita tum mere we all chant, as Hindus, we have learned this thing right from childhood. Tumeva Mata Chipita Tumeva, you alone are my father. This is what is being told. You alone are my father. You alone are my mother. Tumeva Mata Chipita Tumeva. The earthly parents, they are just instruments. They are not really parents. It is just as some writer gets Nobel Prize for writing a nice novel. Who gets the prize? The author or the pen with which he wrote. Pen would claim, no, I have done all the work, I wrote it. It is no, the pen was an instrument. So this man and woman, they were just the instruments. They were not parents at all. No parents know that how they made the child. I want to make the nose of the child like this. Do you imagine like that? No. How did you make the ears? How you made the nose? You did not make anything. It is you when you do something, something happened. That's all. It is they are not parents. You are not parents in that sense. Therefore, this prayer that we recite every day, that you are the mother, you are the father of God, you are that. You are my siblings. You are my everything. So this is the prayer. Mata Pita Tum Mere. God is our father. God is our mother. And then that is Sharana Brahmansi. Now whom should I take refuge in you? A child, if has any difficulty, runs to mother or father. So whom else should we look for help? That is where we leave. Narada says in his aphorisms on devotion, Anyashrayanam Tyago, and no other refuge, only God is the refuge. So, we do not believe in God, we look for other refuge. There is a nice anecdote. A man just slipped down a cliff and then somehow found some shrub to hold on to, that stone, and he was holding there and shouted, "Is there anyone?" And heard the voice, "I am right here in the bottom there. Leave your hold. I am holding you. I am going to hold you. I just let your hold go. I am God. I am ready to hold you." And this man waits for a moment and says, "Is there anybody else?" The God is, we don't keep on saying that let us have faith in God. Do we have faith in God? We have faith in all other things, not in God. It is very difficult to have faith in God. So, this is a prayer that you are my parents. Let me take refuge in you. Not on this human being and that human being. Why do we get cheated in this world? That because we get faith in this man and that person and that person. And now they themselves are uncertain. It is just a couple of days ago this happened, that I was bending down and then to get up, I was looking for something under the chair and then I tried to pull myself up by holding the chair that was a rotating chair. So how can I now get the chair itself is in motion? How unchanging. So we should seek such. All that is God. So it is, this is the prayer to connect to God. We should be able to connect to God. And that is the first step. So it is Tuma Bina Moran Duja Asakaru Nankisi. There is nobody else but you. Nobody else can support us. This is something that is important to remember. Otherwise, we will have this heartbreak feelings, oh, I trusted this person so much. And then you blame that person. Does it help? It doesn't help. Your problem was that you trusted that which was not trustworthy. They are all changing things. How could you do that? It is, they are called, securities. I have kept my money in securities. Are they secure? They are the least secure things. But we call them as securities. I have invested my money in so-called securities. They can vanish any time. I read a very nice definition of dividend, and we depend on getting dividends